Hi everyone. We're going to do a little math lesson on greater than, less than, or equal to. And we're going to work from 0 to 100. So if you need extra support on this lesson, you are welcome to use your 99 charts because every one of these numbers, I'm looking at this right now, are 99 or less, between 99 and 0. So that can also help you with something like that. But let me show you some quick, easy ways to know whether a number is greater than, less than, or equal to. Okay, when we're talking about greater than versus less than, a number that is greater than another number is a higher number. And a number that is less than is a lesser number. And when we're doing these, we're always comparing two numbers. So in this case, we're comparing 35 and 52. So let me go ahead and do that one. So the way they set it up on the paper here is side by side. Then we have a box, and then 52. Okay? So this can be a little more challenging the way they're setting up these problems to have them side by side. But before we go over that, let me just show you a way that we do these. Okay, now we know that 52 has, let me write that in a different color, 5 tens. 5 tens. And then we know that it has 2 ones. Okay, so 5 tens and 2 ones. Okay, now 35 has 3 tens and 5 ones. Okay, so 3 tens and 5 ones. Okay, let's not get confused by these second numbers. Okay, the first thing you're looking at when you're looking at greater than, less than, or equal to, and equal to it would be if the two numbers are exactly the same number. Okay, so the first thing we're looking at is the tens column. Okay, this is the first thing we have to look at when comparing these numbers. You look at the first number, and in this case, it's the tens. Okay, this one has a higher tens column number. This one has a lower tens column number. So we don't even have to look at that second number. If these were both fives, then we would have to look at the second number. But because one has 3 tens and the other has 5 tens, we know that 52 is greater than 35. And these are really easy. They give you a good visual on this. You see the crocodile? You see the crocodile? You see how his mouth is open like that? He is always trying to chomp on the larger number. That's an easy way to remember that. We open up right here, we open up this arrow to the larger number. Okay, it's like, think about it. This side is larger here, so it's going to be towards a larger number. This part of the arrow is smaller. It's going to point towards the smaller number. I hope that helps us to remember that. Okay, so that's a little way of doing numbers that are pretty different. Now let's look at numbers that have the same amount of tens. We'll do a different example. And I'm not looking at the sheet or anything. I'm just going to make one up. Okay, ready? 54 is blank then 56. Okay. So right now we have numbers that have the same amount of tens. This one has 5 tens. This one has 5 tens. Okay. So 5 tens, 5 tens. Whenever we see something like that, we have to go to the ones column and see which one has more ones. Well, this one has 4 ones. This one has 6 ones. Okay, we're looking for the number that is greater than the other number. So in this case, this one has more, they both have the same amount of tens, but this one has more ones. So this one right here is our one that is the greater than. So we could say, if we look at this problem, this equation, we say 54 is less than 56. Okay, we start from here and we read this way. Okay, so try that when you're doing these with your parents, with your brother or sister, with your stuffed animal. And once you do one of these problems, say, do the problem like you do it here, and then say 54 is less than 56. It's important that we do that, okay? So that's the way we do those. Now, you're going to see these, and I'm going to go through this quickly because this is going to be really straightforward. It's going to be really straightforward. Ready? 41 is something 41. It's either less than, greater than, or equal to. Okay, now just look at the number right here. It has the same 10. This one has 4 tens, this one has 4 tens. This one has 1 1, this one has 1 1. They're exactly the same number. So in that case, you would go equal. Okay, those are equal numbers. Remember, whenever we use an equal sign, whatever's on this side needs to equal what's on this side. If that equals that, then we go equal sign here. So that the way we would say that is 41 is equal to 41. Okay? Great. So one more thing I'm going to show you. Now this is day one. Now I have a worksheet for day one that covers numbers between 0 to 100. Okay, we're going to get a little more challenging on day two. So you do these on Monday, and then the next one we're going to work on, and I'll show you real quick, the second sheet you're going to have is this. Greater than, less than, between 100 and 500. What, Mr. Scott? What? We haven't been covering numbers between 100 and 500. Don't worry. I want to show you how easy this is. Let's look at number one here. Ready? Number one is 161, and the second number is 116. Okay, so let's write it out. 161, 116. Okay, ready? Here we go. So they both have, in the hundreds column, they have 100. Okay, so 100. Same here, 100. Okay, now if we go, and I should write that as a 1, like as a number 1, 100. This also has 100. All right, now we have to now go to the second column, which is this, the tens column. Here's the tens column. So this one has 6 tens, 6 tens, and this one has 1 10. Okay? There's no need for us to go farther. There's no need for us to go to the ones column because these are the same. I'm sorry, these are the same. Because the tens column is giving us the answer we need. They both have 100, but when we go to the tens column, this one has 6 tens, this one has 1 10. So what we're going to do is say 161 is greater than 116. And you see how I put the wide open mouth towards the larger number? That the shark, on this sheet it's showing it as a shark. On the other one it's showing it as a crocodile. Just think about if you were a shark or a crocodile, would you want a really big meal or would you want a smaller meal? Right? You're out there for survival. You need to eat to survive if you're one of those animals. So you want the bigger meal or the bigger number. So that's the way your mouth is going to be open to the bigger number. So the way we would say this is 161 is greater than 116. 16. Okay? I'm going to do one more, and then I think that we're probably covered on this. Of course, if you ever have any questions, just have your parents send me an email or something. I will help out as soon as I get some time to do so. Okay, ready? Last one. Let's go with a really large number. What? I'm gonna go with a number above 900. You ready? Here we go. I'm doing it, kids. I'm doing it. We're getting crazy here. Ready? 932 is blank, then 937. Okay, ready? And some of you might be looking at this because of what we just covered and say, hey, I know what we're doing here, Mr. Scott. Like, I know what the answer is already because you've done some work in your head. You've gone step by step through these numbers. So let's take a look at it together. They both have 900s, right? 900s. Hundreds. Okay, let's go to the next number. They both have 3 tens. Wow, it's going to be close. So they both have 900s and 3 tens. Then we go to the last number. This one has 2 ones, and this one has 7 ones. Okay, I think we have our answer there. This one, so they both have 900s. They both have 3 tens. This one has 2 ones. This one has 7 ones. This is the larger number. That's the smaller number. So the way we would write that is this way. 932 is less than 937. Okay, and do you see how this is, the mouth is opening to the larger number because it wants to eat the larger meal, the shark or the crocodile, whatever animal you like the best, a shark, a crocodile, it could be something else, okay, but that wants the larger meal, the larger number. So 932 is less than 937. I think I've covered that every way we could cover that. I think we've covered everything that we will see on these. Each of these sheets has 15 equations to work on. So you work on this one first on day 1, 0 to 100. And then on day 2, we're going to work on this one, 100 to 500. I hope that was a quick, easy lesson for you. I hope I explained it well. I think I did, but I hope I did. But anyhow, if you have any questions, please let me know. All right? Have fun with that math. See you soon.